Hey, I'm Grump. I'm not so Grump. And we're the Game Grumps.
Somebody once told me.
Oh god, I'm on
Whoa,
nostalgia
whoa.
trip. That really hurt my throat, by the way.
Last time we went to karaoke, I went there with Dan. I did like Smash Mouth.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. Of course I will marry you. I ain't the sharpest
Could
tool.
you make me a sandwich? I'd like some lettuce and tomato. Would you like pickles on that sandwich? Yup! What a concept!
I could use little pickles myself. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
But you use that saying a lot when it really doesn't apply. The years start coming and they don't stop coming.
Back to the front and the didn't make sense. Time to live for fun. Brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb. What does that mean?
Nothing. It means nothing.
Nothing. It means
Surely,
nothing.
surely nothing.
She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in
The shape of an L on her forehead.
Oh, okay.
That's 90s alternative, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's
You need two.
Yeah,
You
it's
have
90s
10.
alternative.
I love that Smash Mouth.
Anyway, yeah. So I went to karaoke with fucking Ninja Sex Party, basically.
Oh, hi there. I'm Dr. Brian Wecht, and I'm the most recent addition to Game Grumps, which I joined after leaving a job as a professor of theoretical physics. You know, a lot of people come up to me on the street and they say, Brian, what does it feel like to have a PhD? Well, let me tell you, it feels pretty amazing.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Brony Show, episode 299. I am your host, as always, continuing to bring the greatest of the Brony community for this week, or the not so greatest, or the mildly interesting, or the random insanity, or just kind of in that weird area where you're wondering where did we go wrong, or where did we go right, or did we even go anywhere? Where are we going with this? I'm your host, as always, Circuit Main. And of course, we have with me a wonderful cavalcade of panelists here to bring you our commentaries, or at least a few of them, apparently. We have Toakoi.
I've been on a desert with a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain.
I feel like you've missed the boat somewhere far, far away. Right. And we also have joining us Suki from the Otaku Ascended.
Yo.
And where is the audio? Oh, please tell me people are hearing
No,
this.
I think something might be going on with
Video,
Sonic.
what's the video?
Oh, thank God.
Everything's all right.
Yeah.
We're not. Everything's not on fire.
Where's the audio?
John.
No! No! I already did the intro and everything! What are you doing to me? But yeah, we're here to bring you all the...
Dude.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna just be the small crowd of us this week, but that's not too bad. And we will still be bringing you all the fun and frivolity of the Brony community. And yes, next week is the big one, episode 300. What in the world do I have planned? What crazy shenanigans are we gonna get caught up with? What in the world are we going to do? Yeah, I'm not sure either, really. Well, I guess we'll find out next week, won't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In the meantime, though, we'll go ahead and do what we can for today, which is we are going to be playing and talking about the Alicorn and the P, a discorded tale by Magpie Pony.
So Gmod.
Nah, I honestly tried to. I tried to get the theater up and going It never happened. I tried. It failed. We're gonna go ahead and just do this to SingTube, unfortunately. Which I'm sure
Pretty
some.
much fun.
Yeah. Of course, we will welcome one or two more commentators on that if we happen to have room or anything like that. But for the moment, let's go ahead and get started here. And what better way to get started than to talk a little bit about our daily lives and warm up our vocal cords as such. So we have our segment here of What's Up, Brony? So everybody grab their soapbox and tell us, what's up, Brony?
I saw my father this past week. You know, the town drunk? Apparently he stopped drinking, but he looks like a skeleton wearing a leather bag.
That's a new one.
And that happens whenever he's been a mechanic most of his life, and he's been drinking for a good portion of it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was always nice to see him. Oh, and since he used to live around where I'm at now, because apparently my family does not go out, like staying in areas local to us, we went to a bridge of an urban myth of some very terrible things that I wish not to repeat, simply because this is not the show for that.
Sounds good to me. Let's not. Alright. Yeah, I guess I'll, yeah. I don't have much of a soapbox this time around for me either. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess it depends on your perception, it's tax time. Tomorrow, taxes will be due. And unfortunately, it means my work has gone completely batshit local cuckoo nuts. Of course, that's neither here nor there, but essentially, it's exciting for some people. It means that you get a refund, all that money. And it sucks for some people because apparently the IRS is really hammering down on people that sold Bitcoin. Go figure.
Someone making over $1 billion within a 6-week period?
Dude, it's not likely. Most of these Bitcoin miners may have gotten a few hundred, but considering the fad went up and then started to come crashing down, it's kind of hard to say if they're making any money off of it at this point.
True.
But some people did, and enough people have. It's basically like was an unregulated stock. So now, yeah, the IRS got to have theirs. We got to have our money.
But, okay. Well, I guess for a what's up this time, I guess I have to start it with one question. Am I technically horse famous now?
Yeah, I guess you kind of are. You did get yeah, that was amazing. Those of you who don't know, apparently Pixel Kitties actually did a shout out to Otaku Ascended for where they caught their latest MLP episodes. So yeah, Suki just got recognized by horse famousness. So he's at least a B actor horse famous.
Might I add, she had the wrong link to the stream. It was
Yeah,
the Smash Chat.
she retweeted one of the gaming streams. Although it was funny because she did a good job of reminding me that I forgot to actually put out a tweet that morning.
Yep. Right now, I'm trying to find it here. I actually.
She apparently she deleted it.
Oh, okay.
I think it's because she realized she did retweet the wrong thing.
Yeah, that's probably it.
But it's hang on because I know there ended up being an exchange later.
Had to be a screenshot.
Actually, wait, yeah, because hang on, somebody
better have screenshot that shit.
I could have sworn didn't somebody send me it? Let me see here.
I'll check the OA as well.
Oh yeah, well, okay, well it's not exactly a screenshot, but if in the lounge of the OA chat, if you see our friend AJ posted the link to it, and it kind of does a little capture. I know it's not the best way to, but the problem is that I'd have to screen cap that and
Yeah.
not exactly.
Well, either
First time, yeah.
case, either case, we are all aware of it and we have seen it. So, yeah, it has been confirmed there. So, yeah, you're horse famous adjacent now. So that's definitely I'd say you're pretty close to horse famous now.
Yay!
Yep.
Now my life will almost be complete.
Yep. And you'll be part of Mojo's top 10 list somewhere at some point. Actually, yeah, apparently that's Mojo did another top 10 list. Of course, now it has to be the most toxic fandoms, and of course every single thing that they mentioned was a cartoon that recently came out in the last 5 years. And pretty much I'm just depicting the fact that they're drawing porn of it for the most part. With, oddly enough, the exception.
On things that are toxic and have Rule 34. Look at Overwatch and tell me that doesn't.
I'm just gonna leave it alone. The fact is that for several of the lists is just like, yeah, they're drawing porn of this. They're drawing porn of this. They're drawing porn of this. The only ones that I can admit that was kind of messed up were dang it, Steven Universe toxic fan parts of the fandom, and the Rick and Morty toxic parts of the fandom, which they took things to a different level. But yeah. Bronies were on there too, and they just said Bronies draw porn, and they ship the ponies together in different ways.
Well,
Wow.
we're number
Tisk.
7 on that list, so
Wow.
we're not
Tisk.
west, but we're the bottom.
I know, it's just like, really, really, that's your argument, that we're putting ponies in relationships, and some people are going a little bit overboard with the porn. These are freaking adolescents that are finding their sexuality. For crying out loud, you had kids drawing stick figures with giant boobs when they were 8 years old when I was younger. What the hell? This is the line?
So let me get this straight. So the only requirement for it to be a toxic community is for shipping and porn.
Pretty much, yeah. At least
Then shouldn't like every single thing that got a community on the internet be in that list?
Yes, that's what I was thinking the moment I saw that top 10 Mojo list. It almost feels like they were just padding it for views.
Yeah,
Watch
that's
Mojo's
just-
top 10 reasons you should keep watching us.
Yeah, I mean sometimes some of their lists are interesting, but yeah, like I don't know. For the most part, the only reason I watch the anime list is just to see if they'll actually pull something surprising out.
I don't know.
Because-
I'll give them give them a little bit of credit on the R-rated anime. They had a few gems out there that most people don't know about.
Yeah, the only issue I have is the fact that basically because Watch Mojo is essentially like affiliated with like Crunchyroll and the I want to say Sentai, or
Toy?
It basically seems like they don't even want to try and consider like actually doing more research into stuff that isn't like within the last 4 years.
I'll give you that.
We've been going to 8, so.
No. I'll give them credit. I mean, the cartoons that they had, the most recent one I think I could recall in that whole top 10 list, other than Rick and Morty, was the they actually had the Voltron Netflix one.
Yeah,
That's the most recent one they had.
Yeah, see, this is honestly why for like lists and stuff like that, for something amusing to watch, I'll be perfectly honest, I go to What Culture.
I do a little bit of What Culture, but I usually go to just critics that I enjoy genuinely, because they usually just go with their top 10, not the top 10 in their opinion. But except for the game, gamer.
Not a certain critic, though.
No, I'm not sure who you mean, but we're not listing names.
Yeah, I'll say this,
No.
somebody who I will say this, like somebody who's definitely gotten my respect as far as like being able to do lists like that. With definitely this last year, I think came down to like Angry Joe, because I liked what he did with his list, because he did best games, he did worst games, but then he made sure to separate the other list into disappointment, like things that he was disappointed with. So I like that was the case because that made the mindset that much different when you watch the video because for something like that because because if you watch like all these other people do worse games, some of the games a bunch of the games they put on that list were on his disappointment list, which made more sense to me because a lot of the games that people were labeling as worse just because they didn't live up to expectations, they weren't bad. They just didn't quite do what people wanted.
And wasn't about half the list of worst games kind of they could have been good, but they were so short they almost were good, but they weren't disappointing.
Yeah, well, really, I think Joe's bad game list was pretty much around like it legitimately had to be something that was just that he could not keep playing.
Yeah.
Or that was like really painful for him to play.
Basically, one of those where after a while you just had to put down the controller and walk away because you just can't take it anymore. I do agree with Kelsakai there. I like the Watch Pony list, but then again, that actually comes from a more centralized source that rather than just somebody that's trying to take all aspects and make a list. Essentially, I don't know. Watch Mojo, it kind of feels like if I were to make a top 10 greatest romance films of all time, I know next to Jack about romance in films. Let's face it, I'd probably have Airplane in there just for giggles. Airplane, that's the greatest romance of all time between a blow-up auto navigator and a stewardess. I wonder why.
I would at least look into the category of romantic films and then like watch one or two of them.
Yeah.
I like this. I like that. That sort of thing. Versus, this is just one common aspect that every fandom has.
Anyway,
the reason it's Rule 34.
Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead. Let's get this train back on track here. We kind of gotten way off the rails here.
Yeah, we went way off. Sorry.
Yeah. But hey, in any case, so just a quick shout out to those of you who didn't catch the Equestrian Flagstop. Flagstop is looking for plot holes. So if you're interested in helping out the Equestrian Flagstop and finding plot holes, please be sure to reach out to the Flagstop and let them know. Apparently they have their own stream channel on the Brony Show site now.
Yep.
And apparently the after party has been completely locked down forever now or until Crimson comes back.
Hey,
so pretty much locked down forever.
It's pretty much like we're doing fine with the coffee house.
No, I know. I'm just talking. Any case, I'm getting back on track here. So I feel like here's a quick shout out just right off the bat here to make sure that we get this covered before we actually start getting into the nit and grit of everything here. Now, we do already have our closing PMV set for the show, and normally I save it till the end, but I am going to shout it out now because of the importance of this PMV. Now, those of you who watched the pre-show, you are well aware that there was a competition, a little in-game competition between some of our streamers and friends of the show, Creature and Coldust, to be specific.
It wasn't really much of a competition, but sure.
Well, okay. I'll just say for silliness and fun of it. And, of course, Coldust. Hi, Cole.
Hi, you mentioned my stream and how we're looking for holes, and I was like, yes.
Well, of course.
I need to emphasize this. We are looking for more plot holes so we can continue providing that segment, which means so much to probably some of you. Maybe not. Don't know. But anyways.
Yeah, getting back on track here before YouTube suddenly comes down on us with the bats of hell, banning hell here. But yes, Coldust and Creature made their own PMVs of My Chemical Romance's Teenagers. Of course.
Good song to listen to as you ride down the street as cars go by because driven by stupid teenagers.
Nah. No, the best song for that is Highway to the Danger Zone. Anyway, getting back on track here. Coldust did show his version on the pre-show, or the Equestrian Flagstop, to be more specific. And we are going, and the one that you're seeing right here is Creatures, which we are going to be showing for the closer of our show today. However, if you are curious about it, want to watch it, send it to friends, subscribe, all that fun stuff, please go ahead and do so. It is in our show notes right at the bottom. It is our closer video, and I am very excited, but I didn't want anybody to miss out on this, and some people do not stay till the end of the show sometimes because life gets in the way and people have to sleep. So yeah, check it out. It's made from our very own Creature, and that deserves all of the props in the world.
Truth.
So I think
Speaking
that's...
of which, I am now posting it in every chat that I can.
Of course you are.
Next up, we already know.
All right, let's go ahead and move on here. Of course, we've gone enough shenanigans. Let's go ahead and go to other shenanigans with news. Yay, random noises. And of course, starting off with the news, we have a brand new mod that we haven't seen any gaming mods in a while with ponies. And now we got one for a Hearts of Iron 4 called Equestria at War. Of course, let's get into our... That is not our news segment. What the heck? Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. It got the wrong chat window here. Give me a quick second.
Right.
There we go. Huzzah!
Hey, it fixed.
No, I just know how to fix it. No, so huzzah! There we go. Both chats are up here. So, Equestria at War for the Hearts of Iron 4 game, if you happen to have it. Of course, it's a mod that is still being a little bit worked on, but for the most part, it is in there. You have a different bunch of different empires: Changeling Empire, Crystal Empire, Kingdom of Olania, apparently the reindeer. Of course, the map is a little bit more equestrian-based, different character figures, all that fun stuff. I've never played Hearts of Iron 4. In fact, I don't even know if I have Hearts of Iron 4. Over 1,000 games, and... No, I do not have Hearts of Iron 4. So unfortunately, I can't even test this out to see how good it is. But if you have the game and you wanted to put more pony into Hearts of Iron 4, yeah, I'm going to keep saying it, you can now go ahead and pony the heck out of it in the workshop.
Also, second, have you checked your Humble Bundles? Because I think they've been trying to sell Hearts of Iron.
I wouldn't be surprised if they have been. But nothing that's came in my recent bundles. Oh, and hold on, we got Tiny Dancing Rainbow Dash there. Gotta bring her out. There we go. Next little bit of news in merchandise. It looks like the School of Friendship is starting to get their own brushable lineups, and it basically means that we have ponies and school clothes now. Which I'm pretty sure there's about 50 different anime fans out there that probably were dreaming of this day.
That or someone that really wants to do AC/DC.
Suki?
What? I'm not saying shit.
Alright. But yes, the Skittle, we got a Skittle figure that was shown off, a Rarity figure also shown off, and of course Twilight Sparkle, which has a bunch of ribbons and no... Oh, no, wait, there it is. What the hell? Is that a Snap-on then or something? Actually, I'm kind of curious about this now because it shows Twilight Sparkle there. And then it shows the outfit and it almost looks like it's painted on, but... No, it is painted on. Do they have... Okay, I think they have like 3 different Twilight Sparkle figures for some weird reason. I don't know.
I've got to say, I'm really disappointed.
This could be pre-production, you know?
Nah.
Anyways, before Toa so rudely
Let's
interrupted.
see. Looking at it,
I've got to say, I'm very disappointed in the... God damn it!
Okay, everybody, let's.
I can't speak.
Okay, hold on.
Cole.
Hold on.
I'll be perfectly
Cole.
honest, I didn't even hear you start talking while I was thinking.
That's fine.
Okay, Cole, hold on. There we go. There's your soapbox.
I was just going to say, I'm disappointed to see that when they were making an outfit for Rarity, they didn't go with the teacher outfit that she had in the first episode of the season. I just think that would have been a lot more fitting. That's all I had to say. That's it. That's it.
No, it would have been. It would have been a lot more fitting, and in all honesty, that would have been actually pretty awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
I can think of a lot of people who'd probably really like that, especially me.
Especially him. But yeah, no, just the three. I think they're gonna have more in different school outfits too. But I just find it hilarious how generic these outfits are. It feels like they're like I don't know, like Catholic Academy kind of stuff. Or
I
yeah,
think they're trying to go for a host club here.
that is the last thing we need for My Little Pony. The My Little Pony Host Club. Okay, we're done here. We're done. We're done. We've taken this too far. We've all taken this too far. No. The cameos of different characters as ponies wasn't far enough. This was it. We have gone full tilt. We're too far in. We must abandon ship, and abandon all your ships while you're at it too.
But you know the one good thing that will come out of this?
What's that?
New dragon mold.
Fair enough.
New dragon mold for Smolder.
He keeps hoping for this. You know, who actually thinks that there is going to be a new Dragon mold for Smolder? Yeah, see, Toa, I honestly hope you're right, but the chances are very slim at best.
Now, I would really like it if they were to add that to the the range that they do, the blind bag range, how they release all those specialty little packs and stuff.
Yeah.
I wish that they would add that to, or add the characters to those. Although more so, I want them to make a goddamn Starlight Glimmer, because why haven't they done that yet? They've made Mod, but they haven't made Starlight Glimmer? Come on.
Really? They haven't made a Starlight Glimmer minifigure?
No, not that I've been able to find. It saddens me, because I need to have one to ship with Trixie.
Speaking of
Trixie, here's something completely unrelated. Over in China, there's been balloon ponies that have been popping up constantly from this company, and now we have two more to add to the list. We have Shadow Tempest and Queen Novo. Did I actually get those right?
When I ain't appearing in the show.
Yeah, I'm pretty. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Tempest, Shadow, and Queen Nova.
Yeah, all right. But yeah, horrible balloon figures. Be very afraid. Seriously, if you've ever seen some of the balloon figures that have come out of this company, it is terrifying.
We've seen worse.
Exactly. We have seen worse. That's why we know. But yes, balloon figures. For those of you who didn't know you wanted a giant balloon of Shadow Tempest, but they just decided why not. Also, in the movie news over in Australia, they have fixed the My Little Pony movie typo that we talked about a couple weeks back. Yeah, it's not exactly big breaking news, but it was kind of funny to see My Little Pony, and now we got My Little Pony.
By the way, I saw the Queen Novo, and I'm like, they actually did claws. I don't know whether to be impressed or to go, that is creepy.
Yes. Just yes. All right. But yep, we have that. And let's see a little bit. Okay, also in Japan. And I wish I let one of my work colleagues know about this, because she actually just went to Japan just last week, and will probably be there for a few weeks, in fact. So those of you who are going to the Land of the Rising Sun, the My Little Pony Cafe is making its appearance once again, the Pinkish Cafe. So this will mark the third time that this Little Pony Cafe has popped up. Of course, you are requested to make a reservation, but you can try to pop in, see if they'll let you in. Good luck with that. But
You
yeah,
have one person in Japan that could report on this, you know. Sketchy.
hmm.
Do this.
If I could reach out to him, maybe it would be fun to see if I could actually get him to go to this cafe. It would be fun. Sketchy Wolf on site. Of course, we haven't heard from him in a while since he's done stuff. Because he's doing stuff. Sketchy is a busy person, and we're all the happy for him. We're very happy.
I know, but here's the thing. Our show starts at 10 a.m. for him.
No, I know. I'm just having fun, man. Let me have my fun.
I know.
Right.
Pleasantly surprised if he does not know.
Mm-hmm. Any case, so that is it for that. And finally, what Toakoi was trying to allude to, but I wanted to save it till near the end because technically this is spoiler territory. In fact, this will require the spoiler tag.
So we're gonna watch the episode before the show is up.
Yeah, is yeah. I mean, it's a spoiler tag just because of you know what happened. What basically because of Jim Miller after the episode.
Yeah, pretty much. And also the fact that it is in the latest episode. But at the same time, it is something that we want people to know because it'll be fun to keep an eye out for and actually just let your theories run wild after this.
It's great. It's really great.
So, who's this pony? Now, this pony wasn't given a name in the show. However, people have noticed an interesting coloration and rumors. Of course, there was also an ultimate guidebook from My Little Pony released in the United Kingdom a while back, which actually suggested the name of Luna's father,
Trixie
Luna Moon, Trixie. Yes. Did I say Luna? I meant Trixie.
Yes.
You said Luna.
I don't know if I said Luna. I really don't know. Honestly, it makes absolutely no sense. Anyway, so the Ultimate Guidebook did make mention of Trixie's father named Jackpot. And then this guy came around. And Jim Miller, director Big Jim Miller, has hinted that there might be an interesting familial relationship to this. Basically, his reply to the possibility of this being Trixie's dad is, does he know he's Trixie's dad?
Ooh.
It is an interesting question, isn't it?
Okay,
Suki, as living with one of the many Trixie fans, what is VM's reaction to it?
He thought it was neat. By the way, first of all, yes, I found the thing that says Trixie's father, Jackpot, was a famous stage magician. His most impressive trick was the splash-tastic escape. By the way, if you go from that and you use the comics, we know both her mom and her dad.
Yes, indeed. Also, if you look up the image on Derpy Boru of the bit of the book that says that whole thing about how it is indeed her dad, in the tags it says, "I knew it!" And then right next to it is another tag that says, "Did you though?"
Yeah.
Gotta love the tags.
Yeah. Let me see.
The tags are always awesome.
Yeah, real quick, I'm trying to find the credits because I'm pretty sure there it is. No, that pony was named Jackpot.
Well, there we go. That pretty much cinches it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was.
It's in a mystery. Is he Trixie's father? Oh, his name is Jackpot. Okay, yeah.
Because that was the thing is that I seem to remember that they were freaking named in the episode. Like the grannies flat out said their names.
Did they? Oh, I must have not heard that for some reason. Twice.
It's okay, Circuit. We'll see it later in the episode. Therefore, you'll know. You'll see it.
Yeah. Yeah, I will. So yes, Trixie's father, Jackpot. That is him. He is in the episode. So we have finally found Trixie's father, and it was literally a random cameo out of nowhere. Though, in all honesty, he actually kind of gave it away a little bit too. But we'll let the episode speak for that. We don't want to spoil too much. Except for the fact that you probably already have watched it. We're going to be covering more than a good chunk of it with a curtain image. And in all honesty, you shouldn't be watching the episode fresh with us here unless you really wanted a blind reaction.
YouTube videos for that.
Yes, sir. Well, the YouTube's getting harder on that one. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on here. So, where am I moving on to? Right, okay. So that was it for the news here. Let's go ahead and go to the challenge of the week, which my challenge was ponies and bunny suits. And of course, I made sure to be very expressive on what exactly I meant by that. And we also have the Protest Initiative Challenge, which was...
You know what? I can't remember.
Pinkie Pie and fire extinguishers.
Pinkie Pie
That's
and fire
right.
Yes.
It was a week ago.
Yeah, it's okay. A lot can happen in a week. And of course, you have risen to the challenge once again, you submitters. And we are going to go ahead and show off the submitters. And of course, what better way to start off than our favorite copy paster, Dr. Bristle. So we see Dr. Bristle in his normal field of combinations. It looks like the background is actually hand-drawn art. We have Pony Creator of his OC and random paste-ins of an Angel Bunny Vector and apparently a Bugs Bunny Pony. No, a Doctor Who's. I'm sorry. Why does he have Bugs Bunny copyright in there? Because he said
It's the "What's Up, Doc" catchphrase.
I don't think that's
Also,
copyrighted. I don't think that catchphrase is copyrighted. I don't think it can be copyrighted.
Well, technically it can be a slogan, but because everyone uses it, so
Yeah.
doesn't have copyright grounds due to it being a common word or a common phrasing, like...
Okay, and anyway, let's get back on track here. So, Dr. Bristle is basically waving to a Doctor Who's in a bunny suit with a very angry angel bunny. So pretty much...
I would go more annoyed.
Yeah. But it's pretty much a classic Dr. Bristle all around with a combination of 3 different art factors tied together in one random way that only Dr. Bristle can do. So let's go ahead and destroy our mental minds now with Toakoi, who brings out, I'm thinking it's his, basically his Rule 63 version of himself in a bunny suit, Ticker in a bunny suit, and Pinkie Pie with a fire extinguisher ready to beat the crap out of Toa trying to dress like that. No, honestly, you can't pull it off, man.
I'm not trying to pull it off, and that fire extinguisher is for somebody else looking at them.
Right. Yeah, people are really getting real hot at this and need to be cooled off with a fire extinguisher.
I don't think that's how fire
You would
extinguishers
be
work.
surprised!
I don't. It doesn't really, but I had to make the joke.
I know. I made the joke, you make the joke, we all know the joke.
By the way, Tokoi, real quick, was that specifically based off the bunny outfit from Daikon 4? Or Daikon 3, whatever? So what?
Yes, it was.
Tokoi?
Yeah, he agreed. He said yes.
Ah, okay.
The Toakoi said yes. I'm more surprised that you knew where the suit was from.
It just felt like it. Like, I mean, if you... It's weird to think that I'm saying that on a bunny suit, but for some reason, it just, when I was looking at this, it just felt like the inspiration was there.
Oh, it was not just that. I tried to copy the colors based on eye alone.
Alright. Well, and let's go ahead and get into our final submission here. From Deathlight Productions, who unfortunately couldn't be with us today, we have Pencil Pusher dressed up in a bunny suit. Who and it doesn't look like she's too thrilled about it. So yeah, Pencil Push it's pretty well done. It looks like his drawing is getting a little bit better. The legs look a little bit more like legs and not stick figures. Yeah,
Nice.
it is actually pretty cool. Dr. Bristle's really that's not Dr. Bristle. That's Deathlight. Deathlight's coming a long way, and it's really awesome to see it.
Dr. Bristle's come such a long way, he's starting to look like Deathlight.
Yeah, he's starting to become Deathlight. Wait.
The mic and I thing for your stream.
No,
the
I know.
other day.
I was getting to that. Man. Relax.
It's okay. Let him do his thing.
Okay, now we also got another artist entry, though this wasn't for the weekly challenge, but instead this is for the Let's Plays that me and Blinked Mind have been doing. Of course, Cuphead, Don't Deal with the Devil. We've been playing this for 2 weeks now. We got another couple weeks ahead of us, most likely. And he made this awesome little image that once I finally upload the freaking Let's Plays, which will probably be a miracle in itself, there we'll have these title images to show it off.
So you know, boss, I've gone and done at least 3 different bosses in show style. To people from our show as the bosses. I'm not telling you what, and I'll only post them after you get to them. Be afraid.
Right. Okay, and we also have one more from Mike Knies. Sudden entry out of nowhere. Pinkie Pie with a fire extinguisher floating through the sky with the greatest of ease.
Ooh, she's doing a Wally.
Really? Wally? That's what you came up with?
Hey, when I think of fire extinguishers and floating through the air, I think of Wally.
Fair enough, I guess. So yeah, there we go. Now, as soon as we get a posting for this over on either DeviantArt or Tumblr, definitely Tumblr, we'll get that into our show notes. But there we go. There are all of our awesome art entries. It's really awesome to end off with a really with a cool little Mike-nized Pinkie Pie flying through the air. You didn't do bunny soup, Mike.
I see you in chat.
Yeah, he came in the chat too. And next week's challenge. Are you guys ready for this? The challenge for 300 episodes. The art challenge for 300. What in the world is the art challenge for 300 episodes going to be? It's 300.
Like
art
the
challenge
movie with the loincloths and stuff and the super buff guys?
As hilarious as that would be, no. It's actually just do an art, a drawing, writing, music, whatever you got, based on the fact that we have hit 300 episodes of the Brony Show. Yes, it's an ambiguous term, so open-ended. You can go anywhere you want with this, but the theme is 300 episodes, 300 shows of the Brony Show. So let your creative flags fly.
On how many images related to this show I've done and see if that'll work.
So you're going to try and make 300 images. Ooh.
Oh,
God,
that would be
I wonder if
terrifying.
somebody would like try and make like an animation with like 300 frames. How much would that equate to?
If you go with 12 frames per. So let's see.
Oh, actually, no, wait, no. You know what? I'm gonna wrap it up. Mike Nice has inspired. Mike Nice has inspired.
What?
He has brought up the challenge. How about where in the world is the 300th episode?
I'm down.
That works.
I like it.
That sounds good.
That sounds really good. So, no, we're wrapping it up a bit. Thank you, Mike Nice. The challenge is, where in the world is the 300th episode?
And now, for the Protest Initiative Challenge. This week's Initiative Challenge is no not challenging feat, as in it is very challenging, maybe. For this week's challenge is either, well, not either, but a butt pocket watch, like what Rarity and Twilight both apparently have, as proven by 2 episodes this season. Butt pocket watches and theft or robbery. Either or are interchangeable and acceptable. Therefore, pocket watches and theft. You get to choose how that pans out. You get to choose the characters you include. I am leaving it up to you. Only time will tell. Because, you know, pocket watches. But anyways, that is your challenge. So hop to it, or draw to it, or write to it, or get down to it. Just do it to it. I don't know.
By the way,
Yeah.
Cole, at 12 frames for 300 images, it would only be 25 seconds.
Cool. And that's if you're going 12. You could be going 24. Don't just do it on the halvesies. Do it on the wholesies. Or not halvesies, sorry. The twos. The twos. Animate on the twos. Don't animate on the twos, or do animate on the twos. Be your own person. Decide what you feel is right. Animation is not
would only
required in order to
be
do
12 and a
artwork
half
for
seconds
the
long.
Protest Initiative Challenge, but it is encouraged if you want to be crazy. But no, ordinary submissions are fine. So, submit away.
All right,
Good.
you heard the man. And I was
Yep.
trying really, really hard to find something silly that I could add on to this, but I couldn't. But oh well. So
Pocket watches and theft.
pocket watches and theft.
Could someone be stealing a pocket watch? Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Could somebody be, like, timing the robbery? Like, they're waiting with the getaway vehicle? Could be. Could be something that I didn't say, most likely. It's up to you.